Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem very much changed up the formula compared to its predecessor, 9 out of 100 fries. And that's okay, it's more than okay. I love when a game series can work within different genres, but does that work, however? Let's find out as I talk about the journey Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem took us on. Released in 2003 originally, 2004 in Europe though. It was developed by the studio Artificial Mind and Movement, which is now called Behaviour Interactive. You have 3 seconds to guess what the hit survival horror game they released in 2016 was. Got it? Comment it down below. It's Dead by Daylight. What humble beginnings they had, eh? Mystery Mayhem also had a GBA version, but we won't be talking about this version today. Sorry, Mystery Mayhem GBA fan. In my previous video, I asked why Shaggy wasn't helping me in the entire game. Well, now he is. You can now swap between the dog snack eating pair in each of the 5 levels you explore in the game. Whether you're finding clues, solving puzzles, or trapping ghosts and ghouls, Scooby and Shaggy have each other's back in the games, which I'm a huge fan of. It allows jokes to emerge easier, more comedy to ensue with the costumes, for example. But the game starts off with a mystery gang visiting Hambridge Library, but the Tome of Doom has accidentally been opened and now all the ghosts and monsters from it have been released. So it's a good job the mystery gang are here, right? We're off into the gameplay now with both Shaggy and Scooby being fully playable. Our goal right now is to make it through the library, finding clues, avoiding the ghosts that have been released from the tome. You can do this by just dodging the spirits as they charge at you, or sneaking past them across the 5 different levels. A chest filled with disguises that can trick them. But to be honest, I hardly use this feature when I played, as you can't capture them when you're in disguise. But it's charming, isn't it? This first level is pretty much a tutorial level in a sense. After you get the ghosty sucky book, Velma tells you need to use the book to suck up all the ghosts you can to get to the next room. This is where me and chat decided that this game is just like Luigi's Mansion. I haven't played the series, I know, crucify me, but from just the footage I've seen and chat's excellent analysis skills, I would say this is more than a fair comparison from the 2 games. To capture these ghosts, you're going to need your book to be fully charged by wisps that can float around the levels and can be recharged up by using whatever this thing is. But however, to capture these monsters, you need that specific monsters page in the book. Once acquired, you can capture these monsters until your heart's content. I've heard some people find this super repetitive gameplay, which is fair. It is. You just have to tap 2 buttons until the ghost is trapped, but I kind of find it super satisfying. Is it just me? I don't know. Shaggy and Scooby get split up in this level at some point, but rejoin just as you take on the first boss of the game. A pretty basic boss fight. We've just got to trap the ghost in the library so we can take out the man in the sheet. The fake ghost is this creepy guy from the start of the level. Who would have guessed it? We save the day, say goodbye to Alan, and head off to solve our next mystery. Mayhem at the movies. It's my favourite level. Whenever I thought about this game, this level always stuck out. If someone mentioned you're going to be playing Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem next, this would be the level that my brain went to thinking of that game. It's my favourite level because I just think it has the most going on, has the best boss fight, and the coolest level design. The famous film directors, the Milton brothers, have called upon us to solve the mystery as to why their film studio has been haunted. Of course, the gang is split up, and where does this take us? We explore various film sets, starting with a medieval set which is housing our first new monster of the level, the invisible poltergeists, which are kind of a pain because they're invisible, but they also just throw crap at you and you can't capture them yet because you don't have the page. But don't worry, we're about to solve the easiest puzzle in video game history. It's just literally these graffiti of the switches. It's easy. Lowering the drawbridge allows us to enter the space set. We've got to press the buttons in a certain order and then grab the spacesuit disguises to get to the rocket and launch ourselves to the moon. Has Scooby-Doo ever gone to the moon before? I don't actually know. Even maybe like Fast and Furious style. I should probably Google that. Right. We crash into the moon though, which takes us into our next set, the graveyard set. I have to be honest, I got stuck at this part. I was running around backtracking for about 15 minutes because I didn't notice this little crawl space right here, which Scooby has to go into. Please don't judge me. A little more trekking later and we get to the electrical room with live wires dangling about everywhere. Come on, this is a health and safety nightmare from a multi-million-dollar film studio. But this is where we get the next page, so I can finally get rid of those pesky poltergeists. But horror strikes again as the Red Knight, the boss of the level, dognags Scooby. What the hell, man? On the way to rescue Scoob, we also see Daphne is in a cage just next to him. The knight is out for blood, and Shaggy has to cross the seas in a Viking boat and make the treacherous journey across the desert. Considering this is such a big trek, I do not remember these levels from when I was a kid and played this game. It's kind of cool though. To get the gears back to lift the crane to rescue Scooby and Daphne, it's a whole thing. We'll find the mummy on this mission while getting the page for them here too. Now, I'll be honest, these mummies did my head in a little bit. When you're capturing them, they go back in their little sarcophagus tomb things, and it kind of makes it annoying. You kind of have to lure them out a couple of times before you can fully get it. It's annoying. It's really annoying. But after saving them anyway, the Red Knight is catapulted by the pair with the knight's helmet left in the rubble. This is the last clue we need to capture the Red Knight. All that's left to do is set the trap. Can you guess who's the bait? You guessed it. It's your boys, and this is my favourite boss fight in the entire game. I think it just changes up the formula from the rest of them, and it's something different. It has the most character, quite honestly. For this fight, we run through the whole film studio. Obviously, others have set traps for the villain, and also you get to view the whole level again, which I kind of just adore. But after we've done enough damage to the Red Knight, he's captured, and it's revealed it's Robert Zabriskie. He's trying to get the brothers to sell their film set, the bastard, trying to destroy the arts, but at least Shaggy and Scooby get their happy ending. Weird Wild West. I won't lie, I just assumed this was the Wild West and not a theme park. Apparently, only upon researching this for the script, I found out this level is a theme park called Gold Mountain Western Theme Park and not the actual Wild West. I don't know. I guess there's a reason why I'm making videos about video games. The level starts off with you picking either Shaggy or Scooby, and then you have to verse each other to an eating contest, and it's just kind of a thing that happens. I don't know why, but obviously you put on so much weight from eating this, Shaggy falls through the floor due to the excess weight, leaving Scooby all alone. I've got to be honest, this is my least favourite level. I only remember the boss fight and the cursed minecart section. Once we have found the other two, they arrive at jail where Fred is behind bars. This section weirdly resembles a section in a later Scooby game, which we will get to at some point one day or another. But anyway, we've got to free him, but we need to find some soap. Searching around the town leads you to, you guessed it, the minecart section. My chat warned me about this level, and I didn't think it was going to be that bad, and it isn't. But chat convinced me that I need to get all the golden nuggets. Please know you don't need to do this, because you only need to get a certain amount to unlock the final food ingredient at the end, which they don't really do anything. I think they just give you like bonus content. So yeah, it's kind of pointless doing unless you're a completionist. But this section is hard because every part of this level looks the same, and you've got to get a certain amount of nuggets, and it's quite unforgiving. You're going to be resetting a few times, but luckily there's checkpoints. Trust me, if I can do it, you can do it. This level goes by pretty quickly, and before you know it, you've found the page for the new monster, the Dust Devil. Now, these are another annoying monster because they can suck you up and spin you around, but whatever. We've already quickly made our way to the boss, which is a big old giant devil on top of a carousel. This boss is like the first boss level. You have to get rid of smaller monsters, take down the rest of the boss health. It's pretty standard. I have no idea who is the perp in this story. I'm sorry, I just did not enjoy this level compared to the rest of the game. Bad Juju in the Bayou is Mystery Inc.'s fourth mystery in the game. No wonder it's called Mystery Mayhem. There's so many of them. We had a call saying there's zombies wandering around Greenwood Development. Like any good Scooby-Doo story, the gang split off into their usual pairings. The first point of call here is to solve the wretched pipe puzzle, so the fountain can lift us up onto the balcony to reach, you've got it right, food, even more food. This can get pretty confusing as there's a hell of a lot of pipes, when you're talking to chat doing it, and it's just overwhelming, okay? Especially when there's ghosts and you keep running out of juice. 7-year-old me would have handled this just fine, but 27-year-old me was having problems that day. Before reaching the gumbo pot on the balcony, however, we're introduced with a new mechanic, swimming. Scooby can use snorkeling gear to swim and hide underwater. The game turns into Splinter Cell for a level later on using this new ability, but after reaching the gunboat, we meet a new character, Billy Bob, Hillbilly Shaggy. Basically, that's it. Of course, some of the gang gets kidnapped by the army, and it's your job to save them. This whole level seriously plays out like a Metal Gear Splinter Cell stealth game, which is fun. It's a nice change up, and I'm not mad about it. Like at the start, I'm glad when games play around with different genres and mix it up a bit, as long as they do it right, of course. We have a whole swimming section here where Scooby uses his snorkeling gear to hide from alligators and soldiers. This section is fun, but not as fun as Scooby-Doo kart racing. Now, I was told this section was going to be ridiculously hard. No, I was crazy at this section. I was drifting, doing stunts, going like 200 miles per hour. I was great. Come on, if you played this level and didn't want a Scooby-Doo kart racer after it, something is seriously wrong with you. Imagine all the characters you could play as: the Mystery Gang, Scrappy-Doo, Yabba-Doo, the Phantom Virus, the Hex Girls. You know you guys want it. Come on, Warner Brothers. I'm giving you a free great idea here. Just do it. It will sell like hotcakes. This is my favourite part of the level, to be honest. Though it may not be perfect, I did have fun with it, and chat were very impressed with my dirt bike skills, I have to say. The level ends with a boss fight, of course, and this time it's massive evil swamp zombie guy. He's like all the other zombies in the level, but a lot bigger. His ground pound is annoying though, but of course we're professional gamers and taking out no time at all. It's a pretty average boss fight from here on in. After level 3 onwards, they all just play out the same. This is it, the last level. We're almost there. High-tech horror. Now, Fred sorted this one. He's got us access to Sherman Tech headquarters. The majority of this level feels like you're sneaking around these labs, which is, to me, is the first and only time the disguises box actually come in handy. You're either pretending to be security guards or crazy scientists. I mean, just look at this hair. This first section is kind of frustrating because you have to get past all these guards and the time it takes for the disguises to wear off. You get seen, you're going all the way straight back to the start. Oh, and also, these hallways look exactly the same. I love a lab section in a video game, Resident Evil 2, but it was just a bit confusing with the time, you know. But after a bit of trial and error, we made our way down to the elevator. We will then find out that Daphne, Fred, and Velma have all been mind controlled. Will the Mystery Gang ever be the same? Yes, they will, but first, more labs must be explored, robots must be controlled, and fire ghosts must be extinguished. That's a thing now, fire ghosts. A few of the monsters from previous levels are in these labs. I think it's because Sherman Tech are responsible for them, but I'll be honest, I have not fully followed the story in this one, but it sounds right? I'm sure someone will let me know. We now have a mini boss against the Mystery Gang. It's not cool, guys. Come on. We've dodged all the health and safety hazards to press the big red buttons to break the mind control machine to get our friends back. Obviously, this annoys the hell out of the main villain, Selena, which is also when we find out the guy from the first level is a special agent. Can you believe it? From here, we get back to the lab by capturing all the ghosts on the way out, so we can face off against the final boss Selena has released, the King of Fire. Now, in this fight, I had a couple of ghosts to understand, but it was fairly easy. But getting these ghosts after extinguish them while fending yourself off from the other ghosts did get a bit much for me sometimes. I'm not a pro gamer, clearly. It's not my fault. But just look at this guy. He's huge. Not as big as some of the other bosses we're going to come up against in the later Scooby games. You'll see. With the gang saving the day, the ghosts and ghouls all get sucked away in the tome. The pair can sit back, relax, and enjoy a nice box of Scooby snacks. Oh, wait. Now, is this game worth going back to? I would say so, yeah. It's great fun, and it's pretty much everything I remembered it being from when I was a kid. It's only about 5-6 hours, so you could get this out in a day and a weekend if you're going through some old games. Didn't have as much fun with this one as Night of 100 Frights. I don't think it's a better game, but it's definitely my second favourite Scooby game. The order of my favourite Scooby games, it's a weird order, but this is probably because these are the two standout Scooby games from my childhood: Night of 100 Frights and Mystery Mayhem. So give it a go. Let me know what you think. Tell me if you think I'm wrong. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like the vibe and if you like me, I'm playing all these older games on Twitch, which will be down there or it's on the screen right now. Thanks, and maybe subscribe. Have a good one. I might see you next week.